All right, here's my 1998 Dodge Ram 1500. It's pretty dirty right now. It's in pretty good shape. I found it on a farm in Yelm for like almost no money. So I'm just working on roof rack stuff now. I'm gonna put a basket up there and a ladder, and maybe like a skybox or something. All right, so that's the outside. I'll go check out what I've done. Okay, so here's the inside. It's in really good shape. So I left everything up here. Still got the cassette. No big deal. Yeah, interior was in good shape. I gotta shampoo this carpet still. It's got a couple of stains, but overall it's in really good condition. I guess we should point out this. I was able to use the original light still. So it's got these if your door was shut. So you've got a map light. Had to pull it off the ceiling a little bit because it's pretty tall. All right, so here it is. All right, so most importantly, starting to get the door situated with essentials. So I'm pretty happy with that. Did wood paneling on the doors. Cut around the contours. I decided to do wood paneling here on the kick plate, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to do like, I just tried to grip tape here for traction, but I hated the way it looked, so I'm gonna do some type of paint on rubber or something for that. There's the kitchen area. I'll talk about that in a minute. I did wood floors throughout and then built everything on top of those so that it was kind of a seamless flooring, and I put this trim on yesterday. All right, so here's my electrical panel underneath the bed, and here is the bed itself. So if you're under 6'1", you can sleep horizontally in the van. So Katie and I are both under 6'1", so worked out pretty good. It's basically a full, it's like 6 feet by 4 feet for the mattress. It's a 5-inch memory foam with a gel top mattress. That's actually really comfortable. So for electrical panel, I did a few switches here. Did master switch for the lights. So there's all the lights here, 2 over the kitchen and 2 over the bed, 1 at the entry. And then what I did is a separate light switch here for just that single light by the door, so it illuminates the step here in case you have to go to the bathroom or something at night. You don't want to blast everybody's eyeballs. By everybody, I mean 1 other person. So, and then this here is a switch just for your voltmeter, so it tells you what my accessory battery is running, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I did storage underneath the bed, so I just did hole cutouts because I didn't want to add weight and complexity by handles and things to smack your knees into. So they're just on hinges, spring-loaded hinges. And so there's your storage. It goes all the way back to the back door there and there, and then if you can see in there, it's where I put the jacks and some tools that came with the van. I just remounted them inside here off to the side so they don't slide around. But this will be sleeping bags, fishing gear, camping gear, that kind of stuff. I figured no drawers because drawers just take up more space and add weight. So put little latches, you can see here, on all of my cabinets and panels. It's just a little spring roller bearing, and that way when it shuts, it clips so it doesn't open when you're driving around. All right, so we'll climb in. Here's the kitchen area. I did this backsplash with a hole cut out in the window. So you still get some light in here. I think we're gonna hang a little mirror kind of around this area that flips up out of the way and then drops back down, so you have a little mirror in the morning or whatever. Cutlery over here on a magnet. Here's our little 1-burner stove. It's just a single It's got its own little canister, so you just turn it right on in there, and it stores in the cabinet here. So it goes right there. And then we've got pots and pans. You can see some of the insulation showing back there. Cutlery, and these are all on the spring pins, roller things, whatever they are. All right, so over here's the sink. I got a little extra cleaning supplies. This is a freshwater tank, 7 gallons. And then I just plumbed in a water pump back here. And then I made this sink is just a $6 bowl from Target, and then I drilled a hole for this little tiny drain, just a little RV drain. But I just basically drilled a hole in it, and then I ran the gray water drain line out the body plug in the side of the van, so it just drains out. So you don't have to have a separate storage tank, because you just have to dump that anyway. So the way the pump works is you go over here and turn the pump switch on, and then you've got running water. And again, it just drains right out. That way when you're done, you just turn the pump off. You can also drop this chair forward. Sorry, it's hard with just me. Drop that forward, and that's how you can access the water and hook up the lines when you put new fresh water in. All right, so looking back here, I went ahead and did paneling around all the windows, so I framed them out. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get it to look decent. I think it turned out okay. You can see back here those 5 holes that are not centered and driving me crazy are actually for the speakers, so I mounted the speakers behind there. And so what I'll do is just cover those up with a screen. I'll go right around so you'll never see them. It'll look nicer and not drive me crazy when I look at it. But yeah, here's the bed. It's pretty comfortable, like I said. And yeah, we'll go around to the back here. Oh, look at this dude here. Hang on. Look at this guy. Just look at him. Anyway, sorry. So for the back, it's got the single big huge barn door, I guess you call it, or single door, I don't know. It's pretty sweet. I like that about it. So again, I just did paneling back here, cut away for the door handle, and I added these little metal handles throughout the van so you can shut it from the inside, because since I put all paneling and took all the molding off, there's no way to close the door otherwise. So I just put these little tiny 99-cent handles from Home Depot there, and they're up there on that handle as well. So again, back here you can access that storage in the same way. It's a little tailgate that drops down, and you can see the storage area right there. It slides right in and slashes shut. Back here you've got 2 little hidden compartments. It's kind of hard to see, but right there, that's where the battery is. So there's an accessory battery that all my electronics run on. That's stored right there. You just grab this and lift it up. And then similarly, on this side, there's the accessory and fuse box panel that I built. So it just comes up, and I'll try to show you in here. You've got an inverter, so going from DC to AC from the battery, so you can run and charge, you know, your phone or run a blender or coffee maker or whatever. And there's the fuse box, breaker box that I put in for all electronics, so I don't burn to death inside. And again, that just drops into place, and that goes back on. You don't really have to access that very often, so it's not really too big of a deal. And so the inverter, one of the things it runs to is this guy here, so for charging your phones when you're sleeping or running a laptop to watch a movie or whatever you want. It also runs an extension cord with 3 outlets underneath the sink over there to turn on a coffee maker or whatever. So I guess last, up here is the Fantastic Fan, the worst name ever, but it's pretty sweet actually if you're in the van sleeping, because it forces air, so you just got a manual lift here, and then you've got 3 different speeds to bring air in or force air out. But makes it really nice inside, keeps it a good temperature. Also make sure your windows don't fog up, get a bunch of moisture in here. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything in particular. All in all, it took me about 2 weeks, and I'm pretty much done. I just got to finish putting on these roof rack accessories up here. So that's it. I guess thanks for watching, and I hope I become famous.